Well, guys, maintenance has caught me all at one time now. That truck's due for a new front end, whole thing. This one, I try to do some preventative maintenance, and we'll see if we can hear what's going on. Look at that, was it there? Scoot over, scoot over. This is my 98 well valve, and it needed new rotors. They're warped. So while I was in there, I had already bought a set of wheel hubs, bearing assembly, the whole shebang for that green truck, and I figured, because I didn't end up using them, I was like, I'll just throw them on here. They're set off eBay, kind of cheap, and they're already failed. See if you guys, it's popping. The front left one is popping. I think the front right's popping too. So I'm gonna pull them apart and see if I can get my money back out of them. I already got one new one down at the shop. My buddy forgot to grab the other one when he was at the store. So we're gonna get that till later tonight, but let's tear into this truck. It's popping. I can feel it kind of lunging back and forth. Junker. Okay. Oh, you see that? It's gotten worse. I even tried to disconnect the front drive shaft. Every once in a while, see, look at that. Then it's freed up. Only reason I'm assuming it's a wheel bearing is because it's the only thing that makes sense that I've changed. Everything else was working fine. And preventative maintenance aspect, I changed it ahead of time because it was already there. And well, that might have been a mistake. And it's also, looks like it's squirting out the lubricant out of the bearing. So that's why I'm blaming this. So tear it apart. I always like getting the comments working on these trucks here because there's no rust. I did just take this off and replace it a month ago, but it came apart just as easy as it did just now. I think I've been 6 minutes, maybe. Either way, taking it off now, I can't feel anything wrong with it, but you can see that it was spraying out the grease from inside of it. So I don't really like the look of that. I probably wouldn't want to run it based on the fact that it's not holding the lubricant inside of the bearing. So I'll replace it just based on that, but we're going to double check. The fact that it's spraying is a bad sign. The fact that it's kind of binding up every once in a while, I'm not 100% sure that it is that bearing, but I'm willing to spend the extra bucks. It's not too terrible on me. I'm going to go ahead and swap that out and try it. That way we roll it out and we know it's done deal, and I'll put an actual name brand one on there. Now, taking the rotor off is a little bit different on these older ones. You got to beat the stud out because they're swaged together a little bit. Easiest way, you could put it in a press, or you could just take your sled. Simple as that, and then beat them back through the other side. Now take an old rotor, set it on the bottom so you got something to beat against. Drop your studs through it. This is my new wheel bearing. Oh, check the old one out right here. Look how much grease it kicked out right there. Now, they could have just overfilled it and is pushing it out, but I just don't like the sounds of it. Hopefully this fixes the problem either way. That's the quickest and easiest way I found, except for you get some good arm pump out of it. Now simply just put her back on the way she came. Get those 4 bad boys nice and tight. Your axle nut on there. It's 1 11/16 inches. I'm gonna go in there. I don't think I'm more than 20 minutes into this. Should have checked the time before I started. Huh. That's nice. Well, let's take it off the jack, go take it for a rip. Never wanted to do it in reverse though, so that hasn't said nothing. Time for a rip. That's nice. Good old throw out bearing making noise. That's fun. Brand new Austin. No popping. Good deal. Give you guys a sneak peek of the 94. Just a sneak peek. Oh, that's all you get. That's all you get. Can't show you anymore. Oh, the wheel bearing. That was the problem. Felt like you were locked in and out of four-wheel drive continuously. And it got worse the more I drove the truck. I haven't drove it in like 3 weeks. But it hasn't popped one bit. So let's cruise over to Austin's house, see if he's home. How's it look over there, Boone? Clear? Thanks. Lucy! Wake up!
yours?
I heard you making no noise over here, so I had to fix that.
Oh, stereo's rocking.
Yeah, I heard it the other morning.
Did you?
New wheel bearing installed, no more popping in the front end. Huh?
Did you put it in already?
Yeah, it took me 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. What are you working on? You look like you're all greased up.
I'm gonna go work out.
What? This truck is just too much fun. Feels nice and smooth. Shifts solid. It's nice to have this one back going because that popping from that bearing was getting pretty rowdy. I'll go ahead and swap out that other one probably later tonight, but for right now I don't have it. My contact at Napa, he still hasn't got it to me. Chow tractor. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't buy cheap parts apparently. Again, I bought those for my fixer-upper truck and I ended up going a different route with that, and I just had them laying around. Didn't need to swap them out on this truck, but I figured since I was there, go ahead. And kind of bit me in the butt because, well, the rotors feel good now. They're not warped, but wheel bearing, I'd rather have warped rotors than a bad wheel bearing. Warped rotors, you still get home. Wheel bearing fails, you're calling somebody. So, lesson of the day, even if it's cheap and a good deal, just go ahead and spend the money and go to Napa and get the good stuff. Or order the good stuff from Amazon. I don't remember. I think I got that eBay. It was like a big kit for, I don't know. It was probably only like 40% cheaper than good stuff. So, truck back going. Anybody got some extra pillar gauges or got a contact for some pillar gauges? Get those, and then I'll throw the sauce parts that I got in the toolbox waiting for it. But like this video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys on the next one. Don't buy cheap stuff. Buy the good stuff. Unless it's Harbor Freight, then go ahead and buy it because, well, that stuff somehow lasts. Anyway, see ya.